Do you need a mobile app, but don't have the knowledge to build one? Let AppyPie do the heavy lifting for you. Launch your app in minutes with no coding knowledge when you use AppyPie. Over 7 million apps have been created with our drag and drop app builder. Our stunning designs and features will make your app stand out amongst the other apps out there. Go to mobileapp.cmspn.com and start your killer app today.
Mariah Carey, well, she's like a hose beast.
Yeah.
Previously claimed she's kind of a prude and has only been with 5 people, while Rolling Stone's Mick Jagger has reportedly slept with, drumroll please, how many women do you think Mick Jagger is claiming that he's banged?
2,000.
Boy, you're halfway through.
4,000?
4,000.
Good for him. That sounds about right. 50
All right.
years, 180 days.
Let's just take how old is Mick Jagger?
Like 80, 75.
All right. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see. Mick Jagger. Here. Mick Jagger. All right.
Born at 43.
All right. So he's
79.
Well, he's a sir. So he's 79. Let's just say that he's started banging at 16.
Okay.
Okay. Just who knows?
So 63 years of pussy.
All right. So 63. So 4,000. So we're going to take 4,000 divided by 63.
63 broads a year.
Yeah. 63 chicks a year. That's not assuming he kept up that pace.
Well, he didn't. I mean, obviously he's probably slowed down and had years where he was married and trying to be married.
Right.
But let's be honest.
365 days a year, 63 broads a year.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not out of the question.
And let's be real. When the Rolling Stones toured for most of the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, when they go out on tour for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
So is it really crazy to think, think about this. Is it really crazy to think that Mick Jagger gets a broad to blow him before breakfast and then after the show?
No. Two a day?
Two in a day? Not at all. That's not even remotely crazy. I don't see that number as crazy at all.
No, considering his age and his lifetime. No.
Yeah.
All right. I agree with that. Let's see here where we were at. Here, female reveals other celebrities who have just have been as honest about their number of sexual partners.
Okay.
Let's see here. In 2019, Mariah Carey insisted she was kind of a prude, having only been with 5 people in her life. She told Cosmopolitan, "I haven't had many, but there have been a variety pack. I've only been with 5 people in my life, so I'm kind of a prude, honestly, compared to the most in the field." Mariah Carey, who is 53, and her current boyfriend, Brian Tanaka, who is 39, initially met in the mid-2000s. Okay, so the mid-2000s, so that would be 2005, right?
Something like that. But wasn't she still married to fucking Nick Cannon? Like,
yeah, so
until recently?
but that was like 17 years ago, right?
Well, that is, but I mean...
No. I'm trying to figure this out. So 39 years old, this guy is 39, right?
Mm-hmm.
So minus 17.
22.
He was 22. Met in the 2000s, and he accompanied her as a backstage dancer.
Yeah, of course. He was in her fucking traveling group.
Right. Before she became involved with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, the performer was famously married to her first husband, music executive Tommy Mottola, who was 72 from 1993 to 1998.
Yeah. How many times do you think he banged her?
20 years,
Yeah.
Twice a year.
Yeah, 40 for 10 years or whatever, 20 times.
Right. Mariah went on to begin a short-lived relationship with singer Louis Miguel that came to an end in 2001.
Okay.
She later met Nick Cannon, who was 41, while working on a music video, and the two tied the knot in 2008 before they welcomed twins Monroe and Moroccan, whatever, 11 in 2011. The former couple eventually separated and finalized their divorce in 2016. The singer went on to become engaged to entrepreneur James Packer, although they ultimately went their separate ways.
That's more than 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think.
Oh, I mean, I think you just listed more than 5.
I did. Mick Jagger's number of lovers is allegedly 4,000, according to Christopher Anderson, the author of the musician's 2012 biography, Mick, the wildlife and mad genius of Jagger. All right. By one estimate, Mick Jagger has slept with 4,000 women over the course of his life. In introspect, I think that may be kind of a low figure, he said.
I think so too, personally.
Well, again, how would this guy know? He wasn't there. He's a biographer, so why would he know?
I don't think anybody knows, including Mick. But I just doing the math, where we did the math to where it averages to 60 a year. That sounds low.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
I mean, he's been famous since he was 19, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the Rolling Stones became famous, like 63?
Yeah.
So,
and not a little famous, not Dokken famous.
No.
We're talking Beatles famous.
Sure.
Yeah, that number seems low.
Yeah, if he banged one chick a night, even just one a night, that's a lot of nights.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd love to know Paul McCartney. Is his name on this?
The Rolling Stones frontman was previously in a long-term relationship with Texan model Jerry Hall, with whom he shares 4 children. Elizabeth, who is 38, James, who is 36, Georgia May, who is 30, and Gabriel, who is 24. However, the two parents who met in 1976 never officially tied the knot during their 22-year relationship. So Mick was smart. He's just
Mick was smart, yeah.
Yeah, I never married this chick, but I banged out 4 kids with her.
And that way you could keep banging out other chicks on the road.
Sure.
Hey, babe, that's what I do.
Jagger and Hall did have an quote-unquote an unofficial marriage ceremony in Bali in 1990. 1990.
Wow.
He met her in 76.
Wow, well, he was taking his time. He was courting her.
All right. So, let's see, 70, 86, 14 years later. However, that was deemed void by the UK High Court following their split. They went through a legal battle over whether or not their 1990 Bali wedding service had been official after they filed for divorce. And why would they file for divorce if it wasn't official?
Because they probably thought it was like the wife probably thought it was real, and then found out it wasn't real.
All right. So they quote unquote had this ceremony in 1990, and then they split 9 years later.
Yeah, and then she found out it wasn't a real marriage, and she couldn't get paid.
Right. No, she did get paid.
Oh, he might have bought her off, but
well, her split from Jagger left her with a settlement of up to $22 million.
That's peanuts for him. Are you kidding me?
Right. Comedian Russell Brand previously suggested his numbers of lovers run into the thousands.
I believe that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. He's now happily married to Laura Gulcher since 2017, and the duo shared 2 children. But in his bachelor heyday, he once claimed that his number of sexual partners was up there at the 100 mark, according to the Mirror. I was having sex with different women 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Wow, good for him.
In Ireland, 9 in one evening.
All right, stop it. Now that's getting a little crazy.
9?
He must have had some of that fucking foam in his dick.
The star said on the Late Night Show with Craig Ferguson in 2010, Russell, who is well known for his Big Brother's Big Mouth presenting gig, ditched Hollywood to live a wholesome life with his family. In May, it was reported that Russell and his wife, TV presenter Christy Galacher's younger sister Laura, were understood to have recently taken ownership of the Crown Inn, a public pub in Pilshus near Henley on the Thames.
Good for them.
In England, I guess.
Yeah,
nestled in the picturesque Oxfordshire countryside, the grade 2 listed coaching house, which dates from the blah, blah, blah. Who cares? The couple who tied the knot in August of 2017 have found success in their other careers and company, which specializes in TV production.
Okay, good.
The couple shared a 1.4 million dividend in 2020, according to the company. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's a girl that you said you would bang.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't think that she's like all that.
Okay.
Amy Schumer.
I don't know that I would now. Well, whatever. For the story, I would bang anybody that's famous, but.
All right. Amy Schumer discussed her number of sexual partners in her 2016 memoir, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo.
I'll bet you her number's high.
All right.
Because
a tramp stamp.
I'm going to guess on this one. I'm going to say 300.
Okay. The comedian actress wrote, according to Yahoo News, to date, I have slept with 28 people.
That's it?
That's what she says.
I would have thought being one of them comedians that all the comedians would have fucked her.
All right. I can't remember all of their names, but I remember the nicknames I gave them. Third Ball, Pitbull, Guy, JKK, blah, 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 blah.
All right. So she's making a funny out of it.
All right. Amy married her chef husband, Chris Fisher, in 2018, and the pair share a 3-year-old son, Gene David. In February, she reflected on parenting as she posted her son Gene on a blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
Blah, blah. Who gives a
shit? Being his, I don't care about her.
Next.
Yeah. Who cares?
Who's next?
Let's see. In 2011, Anna Faris.
Yes.
Who is that?
She's an actress. She's pretty cute.
Well, who is she?
I don't remember what she's in, but see, I never know what they're in, but what was Anna Faris in?
All right.
She was in, what was her big claim to fame? She was in The Hot Chick, May, Lost in Translation, Brokeback Mountain, Just Friends.
I know the Hot Chick. So who was she in the Hot Chick?
The Hot Chick, she was cast. She was the blonde. April, Jessica's best friend.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the girl with the big eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who she is. In 2011, Anna Faris confessed to having slept with a total of 5 men before her 2009 marriage to Chris Pratt. Okay. I didn't know she was married to Chris Pratt. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the actress who is now married to American cinematographer husband Michael, she's married again. Yeah. Put the number down to her poor performance in bed. I'm not a very, very good lover. I'm so nervous about my sexuality, she said.
Oh boy, lucky Michael Barrett, huh? Jesus.
Nothing like having a frigid bitch.
Nothing like being married to a bitch that admits she's bad in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, my pussy stinks. I hope you don't find me smelly.
I'm boring. I only want it fucking missionary. I won't suck your dick. Oh. Right, now Anna Faris just went onto the ugly list.
Faris' candid confession about her love life came as she promoted her film, What's Your Number?
Okay.
No idea. Which centered on her character trying to find her Mr. Right from the 20 men she had previously slept with, but the actress said her total number of lovers could be counted on one hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't you think 5 is kind of low? I'm 34, she said, according to the New York Post. It is almost 3 encounters came during what she called her wild years after the end of her first appearance to bed.
She does not have wild years. She has 5. Look, 5 in a year is not a wild year. Would a chick banging 5 guys in 1 year be a wild year?
Out of 365 days in a year? No.
Huh. I mean, that's one every 2.5 months. I think you could find that if you just go to any bar tonight. Any bar it's still open. You find you would find somebody that's there that's already had 5 this year.
Right.
Jesus.
All right. Well, here's one that might surprise you.
All right.
Sir Tom Jones.
Sir Tom Jones?
Yeah, Tom Jones. This guy has been around since the 60s.
Yeah. If you tell me his number's 5, I'm done.
Let me ask you what you think he purports his number to be.
It's got to be 1,000.
Right.
At least 1,000. I mean, half of his career is chicks throwing their panties at him.
I agree with your assessment, but according to what he's purporting, way high.
Way high.
Way high.
What's his number? 100?
Times 2.
200?
Sir Tom Jones, 82, says he slept with 250 women a year. A year.
Oh, a year.
So I'm reading this wrong.
Right.
During the height of his fame. However, there was only one love of his life, his wife, of course, Melinda Rose Woodward, who died from cancer at 75 in 2016. They were married in 1957 when both were aged 16.
Wow.
Yet Jones allegedly had several affairs and in 2010 confessed to creating a monster with his sexual image and often overindulged.
Yeah, I'm telling you, his number is probably fucking 10 G's.
So this guy got married in 57, but yet he banged out at least 250 a year.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't look at that number as incredibly high.
No, it's not an incredibly high, but he, quote unquote, was married.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. It's a little faux pas, but it's okay.
All right. When asked about his uber male sexually voracious status by then the Radio 4's Desert Island Disc presenter Christy Young, he replied, "I did feel like that. Sex bomb. You can't get away from that title. When you do things, sometimes you create a monster without actually realizing sometimes it's overindulgent. Sometimes I should rein myself in a little bit. I always tried to, but sometimes things got got the better of you, and I'm a little weak-minded in certain areas. Yeah.
Weak-minded? Yeah, your crotch.
Yeah, your little dick.
Yeah.
Or your little head on your dick. It's
right.
not an area of my life that I'm proud of.
Yeah, you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about it.
Hey, you banged out a bunch of chicks.
Good for you. You know, he's proud of it. He wouldn't be talking about it. Why would you participate in this fucking story or in this conversation that they've called together if you weren't fucking proud of it?
Right.
Stop it. You are.
All right. And last but not least, Kiss Gene Simmons.
Oh, please. What? Well, he's probably got he's same length as the Rolling Stones. I'm going to say 4,000 for him too.
Well, he's a little higher. Kiss bassist Gene Simmons previously made the outrageous claim he had sex with 4,800 women during his 5-decade-long musical career.
Doesn't sound crazy.
In June of 2022, the 72-year-old rocker confessed that he may have fathered some Australian children while on tour in that country. He was asked by Sunrise host Edwina Bartholomew about his plans for the upcoming Kiss tour when he made the startling paternity admission. He said, "We have had wonderful friends in your government. I'm a big fan of Australia. I may have had a few children running around your country. You never know." Yeah. In 2016, Gene told The Sun he had photographic evidence of sexual partners, but was made to burn them all by his now wife, Playboy model Shannon Tweed, before they married in 2011 after 28 years of dating.
Yeah, 20 years of dating.
Yeah, 28 years of dating.
Was that all just 30 years? Oh, he's courting her.
Yeah. And she was living at his house, so I guess that was dating.
Yeah, lit dating. Sure.
Yeah. He said, I don't do drugs in the crazy times, but I did do sex. Did I sleep with 4,800 women? So they tell me. Who's they? Was somebody documenting this?
I don't know. No, he's just making it up.
Of course. I did have Polaroids to prove it. Oh, yes, but most of them were burned, he added, calling it a ritual he and his wife shared. Gene and Sophie married in Sophie?
Not Sophie. Sophie's his daughter.
I know. It says Gene and Sophie married.
That's just the writer just being a fuck up. It's Shannon Tweed.
Yeah, of course. In 2011, and our parents to Nick, 32, and daughter Sophie, 29.
Well, good for you, Gene.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.